a dozen Aldi roses. I'm not a great romantic, I'm more a pragmatist. A lot of wasted gestures might wear away me wits. I'm soft enough with some things like mushy films and stuff, but hearts, kisses and candles, I'd resist, return, rebuff. I've more a head for dealing, and wheeling sometimes too. When it was in paper form, I'd read done deal through and through. I'd make a fist at building or tile or use a trowel. But when it comes to mushy stuff, I'd be throwing in the towel. I'd fix a bloomin' puncher or change the tractor's oil. But with flowers, blooms and petals, I'd slowly just recoil. Until Valentine's Day last, after doing the morning milking, the other half, feeling soft romantically, was thinking. So he headed into town after seeing the Aldi book, and down the aisle in Wellington's, 2 steps for one he took. In a pot of water on its own he spots what he desires, a dozen coloured roses tied up with string and wires. Despite all the times I'd begged him not to waste our hard-earned cash, like a hare from the traps for the checkout he did dash. Now also armed with chocolate he grabbed along the way. His mind was working overtime about how much he'd have to pay. But a fiver's all it totalled. The girl, she kept the cent. I never know why they round it up, but that's for another event. You'd imagine when he'd booked the trend after 30 years of bliss, he'd go for pearls or diamonds and not give Aldi stuff a miss. Now, if he'd bought cheap Russian vodka and Polish branded Coke, at least I could get plastered and not nearly have a stroke when I saw he left the price on the roses in the plastic. $3.99 is all they were. So he thought he was fantastic. But sure, I stuck them in a water jug, thinking they'll be dead tomorrow. 'Cause I'd listened to the florists on Joe Duffy crying sorrow. They said all the Dunn's, Lidl, Tesco and Aldi flowers wouldn't last pissin' time and be dead within the hours. Well, dead me arse, I'll tell you now, you wouldn't bloody write it. You couldn't kill the bastards. Of course, himself delighted. Now it's like a waiting game, wishing for the wilt. Their heads still proudly standing tall, no droop nor lurch nor tilt. He's like a broken record now, with the needle on repeat. Make sure to go to Aldi if you want to buy a treat. I've had enough. I'm bailing out. I'll never last the year. I'm moving to me sister's and I'm going on the beer. And if he wants to coax me back, whatever way he chooses, it better not include the gifting of cheap feckin' Aldi roses.